welcome to JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle. Today I am going to be making, well, I'm going to try and replicate something like that out of the hearts that we got left on our bed on the evening of our wedding. So I thought rather than just waste them or get rid of them, I thought I'd make something nice with them. And this looks lovely just hung on a wardrobe or hanging somewhere, so I thought I would do the same. I've got some string. It's not quite as thick as that string. I don't know if just to use it as it is or to probably plait it or something, not sure. So I'm going to get some out like that, and I'm going to see if it would be better plaited. So I'm just going to plait a little bit of it just to see. It might be too thick if I plait it. So let's just lay it down here a minute. So this is not what I'm necessarily going to do. I just want to see what it looks like. So I'm not going to do it all. I'm just going to do a little bit just to see what it's like. Right, let's have a look. So that will be, that's what it's like plaited. Might be better actually. Well, that'll be it on there like that, or I think that's nicer plaited, or it will just be like that, which I think is actually okay, because they're not as, the hearts aren't as big as those, so that probably doesn't really need it. I think I'm just going to do the thinner one. Also, I can thread it through. So now, what colour? Probably the purple now. So how have they done it? Oh, okay, they've done. Oh, okay. So what I need to do is 3 different ones and then join them up at the top. So I need to figure out how long this needs to be. So I'm going to have one like that, then one there, and then that one there, and that one there. So I just need to thread one of those in a separate piece of string in each one, and then join them up at the top. So it looks pretty easy actually. So I've got one in there, and I need to do separate ones in each one. Now if I put this through here, this might work, especially if I make a little hook on it. And then if I put that over, and I'm making I think I'm making hard work out of this, if I'm being honest, but there, I'm not, it's worked. It worked. There we go, it worked. Oh, that's a good idea. So that's what I'm going to use this little Allen key, little tiny Allen key, so I can put this needle back. Don't need that. There we go. So that's that one. So let me just make a little knot in that. I think this will be nice. I just need to cut that a bit shorter. So that's another one. That's another one there, look. Then this can go through a cream one. It doesn't actually matter, to be honest, which one it goes through, because I can sort it out at the time. So I'm going to put this back through here. Now when I've done this, I've got something else to do, and I'll show you. I got it from Temu actually, and it's a little house that I've got to make now. I haven't got a clue how long it's going to take. Probably too long, longer than one vlog. I'm not sure. And that is that. So that's another one through. There we go. There we go. So that's another one. But I've got 2 left to do, and then it's just putting them together. I don't know how to do that knot at the end. I don't know what sort of knot it is. Don't know if anybody knows, but I will find out because that's a nice knot. And I'd like to do the same knot. So now I've just got to line them up where I want them, and then tie that knot. So I'm just going to have a quick look online because that's a really nice, good knot. I think it is a nautical knot. Looks like one. So bear with me 1 minute and I'll be back with you in a second. So I think I've got the hang of it. I think I know what to do. I've just looked on YouTube and I know what to do. So you make a loop like that. I'm going to make another loop because I want a loop to hang it. So that will be there like so. And then the one I need to pull through is that one. So I'm just going to mark the one I need to pull. So I've got a pen. I'm just going to mark it in the blue so I know. There we go. So I know which one I need to pull through. I did just do it, to be honest, and I pulled the wrong one through, and it's quite frustrating. So that one. This one I need a bit longer, like a bit shorter, like so. Then you just put it on like that and wrap it round. Wrap it round the knot. Quite tight, like so. You keep wrapping until you get to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, you wrap it, you thread it through the loop, and then you make sure you pull the right one through. If you don't pull the right one through, it comes unravelled. So now I am going to thread it through. Yeah, let me pull it a bit tighter. There we go. So now I thread that through that loop there, like so. And then as I pull it, it will pull that one through. Let me show you a lot. So that's in there. And then I pull that one, that's it. And then I pull it through. Like that. And that is it. There you go. So I've done it. There you go. So that is a little bit like that one. It's a bit longer, a bit different, but I thought it would look really nice hanging on my wardrobe door or something like that. So that was quite easy. So there you go. Look at that. That looks nice. I'm not going to leave it there, but I will hang it somewhere. And that looks really nice. And it was really easy to do as well. Even the knot wasn't that bad. I did look on YouTube and it was pretty easy actually. It did take me a couple of attempts, but it's quite secure. And I've made use of the little hearts that we had, so that's really nice, really pleased with that. Right, so I've done that. Now I'm going to make one of those, and I can't remember which one it is I bought. I believe I think it's that one there. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know how difficult it is. I might not get it all done It looks quite, there's quite a lot of bits, a few bits here. I don't know. Oh, it is already cut out actually. I thought I'd be having to cut bits out, but I'm not. Oh, so it's probably just a matter of putting it together. Oh yeah, that's the one I bought. That's it, look. So that's nice. So the instructions are here. Oh, you've even got stickers, look, for like the wallpaper. I think it's just those that you're going to have to cut out. And I've got a ruler and I've bought a little craft knife as well. So should be able to manage that fine. Though I'm not quite sure if you glue this or what. So let's have a look at the instructions, shall we? This is the instructions. So oh, see, we've got a light that lights up. Do you know, my dream is to have a doll's house. And I don't mean like a child's doll's house. I mean one of those Victorian adult doll's houses, as I call them, with the little lights. And I've just always wanted one. They are really expensive, that's the only problem, but they are absolutely beautiful. Now, I have seen cheaper ones, but if I'm going to have one, I want the one I've always wanted. And so I'd rather wait. I'll just wait until one comes along at the right price. But I have always wanted one. It really is a lifelong dream. I've always wanted one of these little doll's houses. I think it's the inner child of me wanting one. And you know, so I can make all the rooms all pretty. And I don't know why, I've always wanted one, even at my age. But this will have to suffice for now. And at the end of the day, I might even be able to add it on if I do get a little doll's house one time. Oh, they're not little anyway. They're quite big. But if I do get one, this could be like a little add-on to it, maybe. I don't know. So let's crack on and do it. Now, you start off with the board. This is the board. And then two of the... And then that... It's just telling you what to do. So let's just get to the instructions, shall we? Oh my word, there's a lot. Oh, you have to do all the furniture. It's all in bits. That's all in there. Look, you've got to do all the furniture. Oh, this is going to take quite a while. I'm just not sure. Oh, you can buy little dust covers for them, like a little perspex container, and put it inside it. I won't be doing that, but I don't think there's any instructions. This is the instructions. Oh, I need instructions. I don't think there's any instructions with this. Right, now this is the following day. Now, I did a whole vlog yesterday after the bit that's just gone of me making this bed, trying to find the instructions in the book, which I couldn't find. I didn't think there was any. And anyway, I filmed quite a lot and then realised I hadn't got my mic switched on. So I've deleted that bit and we've started again the following day. Now, Ade, bless him, found the instructions for me, and they were quite plainly in the book. I just wasn't looking properly and I couldn't find them. So I did manage to find the instructions. How I couldn't find them before, I haven't got a clue, because it's blatantly obvious. But anyway, we got them in the end. So yesterday, the bit you didn't see, I made that bed, the little pillow, and the little cushion there. So I'm sorry you missed that. So that's the bed, and also a little tiny, that you can very barely see, little tiny shovel. And now I'm making 3 books. So I've cut the pages of the book, the 3 strips of those out already. I thought you would cut them individually and stick them together, but you don't. You fold them apparently. So I'm going to start by cutting the little 3 books out first, the outside covers. And then I can fold these pages and pop them in the book. It's very therapeutic, I must say, but it's going to take a long time, I think, to make. I think we might have to, you know, do a little bit and then do a little bit maybe in each vlog for the next few weeks or something like that. I'm not sure. So they're the three little, oops, they're the three little books. Turn it round and see. So that is for this one. So I cut this off because I know what book it's for, and then we just fold it. So it's, you just concertina it by the look of it, which I was quite surprised because it's not going to, they're not going to look like proper pages, or maybe they are. So just folding these over like so, and then once you've done this, you stick them in the book. Our day's outside weeding. We keep getting weeds out the front, we cannot get rid of them, so he's trying now, instead of a weed killer, to try and vinegar. Right, there we go. So that's that, and then you stick them in the book. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, where is it, here, on there, and then fold it round like that. Oh, that's nice actually. Right, let's do that. So that's that, and now I'm just going to stick this front page on here, if I can get it. Then a little bit on this side. There, that's one book. Let me just cut that, trim that. That's it. So there, let me just trim that bit as well. So that is one book. Can you see? There. So that's one. So I'm going to put that over here. And then do these ones. So I'm just going to cut the end off. Let me just see which one that's for. That's for this one. The glue gun is absolutely brilliant for doing this with. It is absolutely perfect. The only thing is you have to be a little bit careful because it can be a little bit messy. So here we go again. Is another little book. There we go. There we go. And there's the last one there, look. That's lovely. So there's three little books there. So we're making the components before making the actual house itself. So the next thing to do is the plants. So where is it? That's the tree. So is it this bit? Or is it another bit? Let's have a look. Is there another one? It's here. It's this one. So I'm making the flowers now. So I'm going to just move these out the way. So we've got a clean piece of paper. And then I'm just going to empty these out here. There's a lot of little, crikey. Do you know, I think I might need little tweezers for these. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. There. So I've cut those. Now I need the little pots. One white one. Okay. So that's that. I'm going to put these back in here because I don't want to lose them. So these little ones, I'm going to bring you down so you can see, because you can't really see much from up there, can you? So I'm going to just bring you down whilst I do it. Right, well, I've made a few little bits now already, and now I'm just making a little basket. So I've just got to cut this out. You actually make every single component from scratch, or should I say every item from scratch out of the components they provide. And this, I believe, is going to be a little basket. Really what I could do with is some little tweezers, because its pieces are so tiny. Right, now we need a little bit of gauze, which is here, which is that there, and that I need only a tiny bit of that. So there you go. So that's a tray with some little rolled up things. Now you are really supposed to put something around them that holds them closed, but I haven't done that. I think that's fine. That is too fiddly. So that's something else done. So that's what I've done so far, which I'm really pleased with, but it has took some time to do. So you glue these on the inside. I don't think it matters which way round. So goes on that way then. That is the 2 cupboard doors. Then you have to make the handles, and they also look really fiddly. So I've got this metal wire, and I need just 1 centimetre. So let me just cut 1 centimetre. That's 1 centimetre. And then the same again. There. So we've got the same. Just a tiny bit off the end. There. So now you need these little things, I think. I need 4 of them, so I need a little bit of glue on there. So that is on there, like that. Oh, and then put one on the other end. That's one handle. And then I'll do the same with this one. There. And I need to put it in the same place. Let's put that in the same place. There you go. That is that. That's a little cupboard. There you go. Look at that. So then I've got to make that little cylinder there with the lid and the base on. And you do that again out of paper. So A35, 12. So I need to cut that out. So let's do that. So this is like a little press stud, look. That's the lid. And that is the base. So we glue them on there like so. So this needs to roll round. So again, I'm going to roll it between my fingers and make sure that it's the right size. So yeah. So then I have to glue, put a bit of glue on this bit, like so. There we go. And then I'm going to put a blob of on this, and then this can go on it like that. There we go. And then that glues on the top like that. So I'm going to need to hold this again. This is why I need tweezers really, but that's fine. I'm going to use this. And then put some glue around there. And then I'm going to put that on the top. And there you go. there is a little pot. So that's something else made. That goes on there like that. There's your little thing. So that goes on there like that. You got your little picture frame. Goes on like that. Then what goes on there? Your basket. That goes underneath here like so. Oh, and the towels. Towels go underneath like this. And then on the top goes some books. So I need to make some more books. I'm going to glue them in place because they're so tiny and they're not ready for moving and for messing about with. So let's put those on. Push that one down there. So there you go. So they're all glued in place. There you go. These are the little books. So now these have to go on here as well, which again I'm going to glue on. There. There you go, look at that. Well, that's it. I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to wrap it up here because it really does take a lot of time to make. I am going to show you what I've made. As I said before, or showed you before, I made the little bed with the cushions and everything. I've made that little unit there with the plant pots, the books and the flowers, and oh, there your little newspapers there, look. The little knobs there, look on the, makes it look like a drawer. I've done little plant pots there. I'm not quite sure where they go just yet. And then the little dresser there, look, which you've got your little basket there with some, I don't know, rolled up paper in. Got your little bale of towels there, your books, a little photo frame and a little container there. It really is so clever, honestly. What it just really is. Oh, and you've got your nets there, and which is just cardboard and printed paper, and then you've got your little knobs there, which I made. So there you go. And then in the next one, we'll carry on and do a little bit more. I might do a little bit more off camera actually, because it, like I say, it really is time consuming. And then we'll build the house together in the next one and put it all together. And that'll be a lovely one as well. So there you go. That's it. And that's it for today, I'm afraid. So I really hope you enjoyed that vlog. And thanks so much for joining me. And I'll see you again in the next one. See you next week. Have a lovely week. Bye.